Oh, and I lose my option right off the bat. How much does that suck? So welcome to the final mind-shattering level of Lifeforce. Wow. Epic. Look at all the epicness. You notice, like, the enemies are just moving, like, hyper-crazy fast in this one. And they all move at pretty much the same speed throughout the majority of the game, but this one they just crank it up to 11, man. They want the last level to be a challenge, and it certainly is. This level, you're definitely grateful for the Konami code and those 30 lives. Man. I mean, look at this. Look, like, where are you supposed to move? It's just... There's shit everywhere! This is actually a section... That's actually a section where the ripple gun would probably come in handy, because those glowing balls only take, like, one hit. And, yeah, see, again, you can tell by the color of the enemies which ones are going to have the power-ups in them. There you go. Oh, yeah. Firing the missiles off into space. That's really useful. Glad I got that power-up. Okay. Actually, here. And I lost the missiles. Oh, well. I should mention one thing I really like about this is it's... and I wish... You know, there's a lot of games out there that would be far less crappy if they did this. You notice when you die, it doesn't put you back at all. It just puts you right back where you were and you keep moving. Yeah, I like that. My friends and I always maintain that if you want to finish a game in one sitting, you should be able to do that. Like, why would you limit the number of continues and stuff like that? And nowadays, that seems to be the case. I mean, nowadays, pretty much all games give you unlimited lives and... self-regenerating health and things like that. But not back in 1990, man. Oh no. It's old school all the way. You know, what are they spitting at you? I used to call them Cheerios, but now that I look at them again, they kind of look like half-sucked lifesavers. Like partially dissolved lifesavers. Ew, sticky. See, again, this is something that I find really cool, the fact that they took Easter Island heads and turned them into enemies, which is pretty neat. Oh, and here we have another mid-level boss. So where do you think the weak spot is? If you guessed the mouth, you are in fact correct. Oh, and a little bit of flicker as the two gigantic sprites cross over each other. It's always fun. Yeah, I guess there's really nothing I can say I didn't like about this game. I mean, I love the music. I think, like, for a Nintendo game, it has just a rockin' soundtrack that really suits every single one of the levels. Love the boss music, because it's very dramatic. This, of course, is the boss music. Well, you should know that by now. And everything. And just the variety of enemies and everything. Oh no, and here's some anticipation for you. Watch this. Oh my god, what's it gonna be? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the heart of Xenon. Xenon, I gather, is the big villain in the game, and, well, this is his heart. Xenon is actually a living planet of evil, and that's why you've been going through all different sort of planetary areas, is working your way to this point, the heart of Xenon, to quench the evil once and for all. See, Xenon is so evil, he has a snake in his heart. And there you go. So that's the, I guess that's the salamander of the original game's title. And of course, you got to hit him in the head. But this is one of the tougher ones because A, he takes a lot of hits, and B, he's just moving around so fast, and so, I mean, you can't really predict the pattern. As far as I can tell, he moves kind of randomly. And it's tough to get a beat on him, unless he's shooting his balls at you. Yeah, so, okay. See, that one you'd think would have hit me, but think of it this way. You notice how the wings kind of fold down? The ball went over the wing. See? There is a logic. And that one didn't for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, I actually busted the arm of my chair while I was doing this commentary. I just got up and pressed down on it, and it snapped. It's still intact, but there was a screw holding it steady that is no longer there. So, yeah. So as you can see, it takes a while to take this guy out. But I think we're almost there. So the last boss really isn't that difficult. It just takes a lot of time to wear him down. You just basically have to be careful. Here we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Whew! That was close. It's a little slow on the draw there. It's like, why aren't you shooting? So, of course, the first time you play this, you're thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure that was the last boss. Why am I moving so slowly? What's going on here? I'll just wait and see. It's not over yet. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. Go that way. Go that way. Whoa, little one. Oh, go that way. And then, oh, there. Ow! Yeah, this part's a little crazy. First off, it's moving really fast. And then, yeah, and you see that last one that, like, fills in? And there you go. That's the end. So yeah, that last one just fills right in. So basically the only way past that is to rush up to the top of the screen before it fully solidifies, like makes its way all the way across the screen. So yeah, tough game with a tough finale. And you are rewarded with, you know, I was talking about how awesome the music is, but what's up with this closing music? You know how like in anime, like you'll be watching some real badass giant robot sci-fi epic anime, and the end of the episodes will end with some cheesy love song. Like, I just don't get that. So apparently the original arcade game had multiple endings, but the NES version only had the one ending. So that's it from me to you for now. So back to younger me for the rest of the commentary.
Well, I don't know, Jason. I'm thinking after seeing that segment, maybe I'll just get rid of the PS2 and just get an NES. Yeah, right. Just to put that in perspective, Konami, of course, is the same people who made Metal Gear Solid 2, which you saw in the last video letter. Yeah, so that's just, that tape was originally recorded in 1990, and then I guess I showed it to you a little less than a year later. But as far as outer space shoot-'em-ups went, Lifeforce was definitely one of the better ones I saw for the NES. I wouldn't say it was the best Nintendo game ever, but it was certainly one of the best shoot-'em-ups ever for the Nintendo. Yeah. But it's really amazing to look back on that now, because, you know, here it is 12 years later, and look how far video games have come in those 12 years. I mean, it's just astronomical, the difference. So that was actually segments from, I decided to show you the whole game because, as you noticed, the whole game only took about a half hour to go through, and that included intros. Yeah, so I guess games were a lot shorter back then too, especially shoot-'em-up games. Sorry, I got a bit of the morning sniffles. You know, stuff like Super Mario and whatnot would take you hours upon hours to complete. But even then, it takes you about 8 hours to get through all of Super Mario Bros. 3, for example. Whereas now, with adventure games now, it takes you days, weeks, sometimes months to get through them because they're just so massive. I mean, not only are the graphics and sound better, but the game worlds are bigger, and there's more stuff to do. Like, you know, like I was saying, Metal Gear Solid 2 takes about 10 hours to go through. Onimusha takes about 6 hours, but that's, I'd say, about maybe 4.5 hours of actual story, and then an hour and a half of just fighting and fighting and fighting to build up your power. Yeah, Red Faction took about a week to go through. And, yeah. But, really amazing. Really amazing. It's so amazing. Wow, look at the amazingness. I'm a little tired right now because I just got up. The coffee's brewing in the background. You can probably hear it there. I actually have my camcorder just perched on my computer monitor, as you can see here. Couldn't be bothered to set up the tripod. I figured, I'll just stick it on there. It's composed and centered enough. And I hear the coffee's done. So I think I'm going to go get a coffee, and then I'll talk to you a little later. So I hope you enjoyed that blast from the past there. It was a lot of fun, actually, to look back. I had to hunt and peck quite a bit through my 8mm tapes to find all the original footage. I do, of course, have the... Just 1 second here. The original... This is the original tape that I... Excuse me, that I recorded in 1990. Yes, I still have it. I keep everything, what can I say? It's probably one of the reasons I'm broke all the time, is because I'm always buying more blank tapes. And then I had to hunt and peck through my 8mm tapes to find the intro segments for the different levels. So that was actually from video letters 2, 3, and 4. So the first intro was video letter 2. Video letter 3, when I did levels 2 and 3, I just had a title screen, so I didn't bother putting that on. Level 4 and 5, you saw, I just quickly came on. That was basically later on video letter 3. I just came on and figured, what the hell, I'll just show you the next 2 levels as well. And then the final one was just, once again, a title screen, but in that case I put it on because I liked my wording. Level 6, the Heart of Xenon, the mind-shattering final level. And I'm sure you'll agree it was quite mind-shattering. Your mind is shattered. I just thought it was a strange term to use. But cool. So there you go, that was Lifeforce. Again, 12 years later. Maybe it holds up pretty well, maybe it doesn't. As far as Nintendo games go, I think that was basically as good as it gets. It's kind of funny, I mean, you really see the limitations of the old systems. I mean, not just in terms of the graphics and sound, but also in terms of just the technical capabilities. Like, you notice some of the enemies come on the screen and then they're all flickering. And then when there's too much action on the screen, all the action slows down because the poor little processor can't keep up with all the movement. Movement of the bowels. Okay, speaking of which, no, just kidding. But what do you care? I'm gonna go take a shit. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go have my coffee and wake up, and then I'll come back and we'll chat and like that. So, talk to you after. Losing it. Whoa,